being a part of real life rodeo, I feel, is super, super important and so much fun because I love helping people and teaching people stuff. And so for everybody to watch these things and be acquainted with, you know, Boots by the Bay and everything, it's really a cool experience, not only for the viewers, but for me too, to be able to share. I love it.
Pro rodeo athlete, like tell us who you are and what you do.
Yes, okay, so I'm 25. I'm a 5th generation rancher here. I am a professional breakaway roper and I also team rope. I head and heel. When I was younger, I used to do it all: pole bending, barrel racing, goat tying, but then I just narrowed it down and I said, you know what, I really like to rope. So, and that's kind of, I kind of describe myself as a little bit as resilient, because in the rodeo world, that's kind of how you need to be. It's got a lot of ups and downs. It's not an easy road. So sorry, I was just checking the gals up there. I am obviously caring. I like to be out here and making sure all these cows are healthy and their babies, and my goal is to get better and to help people that would like to enter this sport, or, you know, if they're already in it, if they want to get better, that's awesome. I won a big dummy roping in Las Vegas when I was about 5, and I actually happened to learn how to build my own loop as I was there. So the whole time we were walking about the Sands Convention Center, I just kept rebuilding my loop. It was just contagious for me. So I loved it, and I was just born into it, and I'm glad I am. I think it suits me, and my goal is to stay in it for as long as I can and enjoy it until I'm tired of it. But no, I've done all stages. I started at Pee Wee's, did junior high, did high school, went to Fresno State, and I was on that rodeo team. I loved it. So this season for me started back in like February or March. Right now, I think I'm first in the rookie standings for California in the breakaway. So, you know, that just goes to show is you don't have to go to every one if you can come back and be consistent and work hard. And, you know, things are always changing. There's girls that are really, really close behind me, and they'll, you know, we're going to be doing this till the end of the year. I could tell it's going to be a close run for sure. There's other very talented and competitive ladies out there, and I think that's why I love it, is because we all kind of band together and help each other out. And but as far as the rest of the summer goes, I've been trying to stick mainly to California just this year. I kind of have the option to go and make a big run at it, but with how I looked at things, I thought my smartest decision was to focus mainly on the California rookie, and maybe even double dipping, as I call it, into the regular standings for the state, and just seeing what I can do. And my goal is to hopefully win that rookie year end and double dip into the overall standings, and then hopefully make it to the NFR Open, and then this summer, so sometimes I'm going to like 2 or 3 rodeos a weekend, and it's sometimes a long drive, sometimes a short drive. Yes, we definitely have covered the state. My dad's side of the family homesteaded here in the 1860s, 1862 I believe it was, and they did mostly farming, dry farming, because there's no irrigated pasture here. And they did sheep and cattle, and so today we're a small-scale cow-calf operation. So my role has been, I try to come out here mostly every day to check on these ladies. Right now it's going to be the start of calving season, come about the beginning of September. So they'll calve out, and I'll watch the babies, make sure the babies are healthy. Make sure that if the mothers have any problems, I bring them in. Sometimes we have to pull calves if let's say a cow's having trouble or the calf's too big. She's like, get up right now. So there he goes. Look at that. He's brand new, so he's all shaky. That's another part I love too. I love seeing the babies. essentially you have to give that calf enough of a head start to where he'll pull the pin and the barrier will get out of your way so you don't break it. The line judge watches that, and then sometimes they'll have a spotter who's on the other side of the arena from the flagger, and that's to make sure that the rope is, the calf was roped bell collar catch only. And bell collar catch only means that I know I'm gonna fly spray you. Bell collar catch only means that it's the rope, when you rope the calf, it has to be around the neck before the rope breaks off your saddle horn. Once you start your run, which is, the nod of your head, the chute guy will hit that latch that opens the gate, the calf will leave. Essentially, I start swinging as soon as I'm moving forward. And your goal is to rope the calf around the neck as fast as you can, and then your rope is connected to your saddle horn by a piece of string. And whenever you rope that calf, your job is to stop your horse so that that rope can break off. And as soon as that flagger sees that break happen, because usually you'll have a flag tied to the end of your rope as well. So when the flagger sees that rope break off, he'll stop your time. And that's the breakaway. It's funny because it's pretty simple. If you really wanted to break it down, there's a lot you can actually break down that gets really intricate, but I like to not think about all that extra stuff sometimes. I think that being able to be a younger part of the demographic that kind of paved the way for Breakaway to be an actual event, to let us be a part of the rodeos and stuff. I guess I'm just thankful for those women that don't get to be in the spotlight now. The women who have outgrown it but used to rope. I kind of do it, not only for myself, but I keep them in mind, just as a, kind of a bow and a thank you. I think that the women's rodeo is an important one to have because it showcases that, any little girl that wants to do it can do it, and it just really comes down to who wants to outwork who. It just really has nothing to do with who you are or where you come from or whatever. It just depends on how hard you work, and that's what I think I like about it, is it shouldn't matter. It should come down to who's going to play the hardest and have that competitive edge. So. See you at the Grand National.
Thank you for watching this episode of Guess What's Coming to the Cow Palace, Boots by the Bay edition. Stay tuned, more real-life rodeo episodes coming soon.
We thank you for checking out this episode of Guess What's Coming to the Cow Palace. Hopefully you like what you see. Be sure to subscribe in the lower right, and if you want more, just choose the video in the lower left to start the next episode and scan the QR code to be in the know with event announcements. Thanks for watching.